Not just that, we're talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves. We have to think about this Western Conference and what it's meaning moving forward, because these stars that's shining now are pretty young and they're shining. And the older players are starting to look older. So to me, the only chance that Steph Curry gets to go back to a championship is if you acquire KD or you get some more talent around him. It's not going to happen with the talent that he has around him right now.
Yeah, and they got Castle up there in San Antonio as well. But Stat, I want to ask you a question about this, because the last 2 seasons, Jimmy Butler has not been playoff Jimmy. It's been more like I know we were saying playing Jimmy. Do you think playoff Jimmy Butler is over?
I don't think it's over. I think he just had to adjust to the Warriors lineup. I think in general, he's doing he wants to be with the Warriors. He made it very clear that he didn't want to be with the Miami Heat anymore. And you can't keep somebody where they don't want to be because they're not going to perform well. And it showed. That's why they had locker room issues. That's why they had all these problems kind of happening internally that was taking away from their game. So I think this is the best position for him to be in. He's on a 2-year extension, so he's going to be there for at least another year and a half at least. But they are getting older, and I think that we're seeing that with some of our favorite players. And that's why I don't like to say, but it's kind of weird to see the era shifting, because we're seeing these young players who are kind of starting to take over the game, and it's not what we're used to, because we want to see the LeBrons. We want to see the Steph Currys. We want to see players at that caliber. But Jimmy Butler is getting kind of up there in age too. So I don't think it's gone, but I think it's going to take a second for it to kind of click. I think that's what we've seen in this series.
Yeah, and another team that Killer did not mention is Dallas next year. Them getting if they pick Cooper Flagg with Anthony Davis and a healthy Kyrie, this is going to be a really good team.